Hello, Wedding Wanderers. My name is Assumpta, and welcome to another episode of Ave Creations TV, Vlogmas Edition, a home for busy professionals and entrepreneurs who want to plan a timeless, sophisticated, and unforgettable wedding celebration or special event. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we are talking wedding favors. You want to hear more? Make sure you stick around. I'm going to begin by defining what a wedding favour is. There's a lot of different wedding terminology that you suddenly hear thrown about, and oftentimes people don't know what they mean. So, a wedding favour, or favour for short, is a token of appreciation, a small gift, or large, depending on who you are, that you give to your guests to say thank you for coming to your wedding and sharing your special day with you. Favours can range from candles to edible things such as cupcakes, lollipops, or even jams that people have made, to drinks such as miniatures of the couple's favourite drink, usually alcoholic, might not be, maybe to I've received custom blended tea in the past for the tea lovers. I'm a tea lover, so I thought that was a fantastic gift, but it also allows your guests to get to know you a bit better. Right up to the other extreme where you gift your guests alcohol. Hopefully this has focused. You can see this is from my wedding. These are just some of the gifts that we're giving out. This was a bigger one. And these were, I'm hoping it focused. These were produced by my husband's family and given to really close family and friends. The other kind of favours, and I'm saying this at the other end of the spectrum, that were given out at our wedding was silverware. No joke. Actual silverware. So I left favours, or we left favours to my mother because she's great at gifting. I love gifting too, but I wasn't prepared to pay for all of that. And if you're of African descent, possibly Asian, I'm not sure if it's an Asian thing, but it's definitely 100% a Nigerian thing. That is my culture. In case you are new around here, we always give gifts at weddings. I don't think I've ever personally attended or planned a Nigerian wedding where favours weren't involved. So as I was saying, the other end of the spectrum, people from our wedding, from our traditional wedding, they were given things like Ankara, like 5 yards of fabric, which you could go away and sew into a dress or anything that you wanted, as well as many other things. And then at our white wedding, church wedding, Western wedding, different names for it, they were given anything from these bottles to silver, and it came in like a beautiful gift box. I wish I had one to hand to show you, but silver cake cutters, salad tosses, all sorts of like outlandish and quite frankly very expensive gifts. And one of my friends actually ended up using the cake cutter at her wedding to cut her cake a few months later because the handle was so beautifully decorated. But I hope that has helped to show you how wide the spectrum truly is. You can get anything from candles to pens, custom notebooks, all sorts of things. So the question is, should you have favours at your wedding? Over the years, more and more couples are deciding to forego favours because if you've ever attended a wedding, oftentimes you know that we can end up with a little favour graveyard at the end because many guests, depending on what the favour is, forget to take them home, so the bride and groom end up with loads. If you choose an edible gift or a drinkable gift, normally that gets eaten and drunk at the wedding, so you end up with less to take home. There are pros and cons of having favours. Personally, I would always have them, but that's also a cultural thing for me. I completely understand why some people wouldn't. As I said at the beginning of the video, it's a fantastic and tangible way of saying thank you to your guests, but you don't actually have to physically give them a gift. Something else that's become popular in recent years to avoid that favour graveyard is making a donation in your guest's name to a charity of your choice and letting them know either on your invitation where you would normally put your gift registry, or on your website, or physically on the day or in the program. That way you don't end up having to give people things, transport them to the reception, and figure out a way of giving them out depending on what the gifts are. I hear a lot of people saying, do away with favours, do away with stationery, do away with this, that and the other, because it is an added cost. It can be, but for me personally, and the couples I tend to work with, they always give favours. The last wedding I did, they gave their guests engraved shot glasses, which I thought was a great idea. Some people collect shot glasses, or you can just keep them in your house, and whenever you have a shot from that glass, you're going to remember their wedding. I think another great idea is gifting people plants or seeds to be able to grow something when they get home, and then when they look at it, they can think of you. But there are things that you need to consider when gifting plants, like how are they going to transport that home? Edible and drinkable gifts seem to be the most popular at the moment, simply because, as I said, people eat and drink them while they're there, or maybe shortly after they get home, so you end up with less of them. But with that said, it's entirely up to you whether or not it's important to you to give your guests a tangible gift to go home with, like a token or a reminder from your wedding. What I would say is, if you do fall on the side that wants to gift your guests something, like I did, try and think of practical things. Put yourself in your guest's position. What would be useful to you, or something that you could eat and drink, or if it's a candle, burn and use and enjoy for that period of time and then throw away, or a notebook. But if you are going to choose a notebook, I would say try and choose something that's quality. Nobody wants to be carrying around a tacky notebook. Think about these things when you are considering gifts for your wedding. If you wouldn't like to receive it, perhaps don't give it to somebody else. But as I said, the choice is yours. While some people are foregoing this tradition, other people are still sticking with it. Do whatever makes you and your partner feel the most comfortable and works within your budget. If you would like to give a gift, but you have a limited budget, there is nothing to say that you can't make the gift that you're giving. If anything, it may even be more special because you've made it with your own two hands and it's reflective of you and your love. As I said, do what makes you happy. I hope this has helped, and if you have any questions, do let me know. Please let me know in the comments if you will be giving favours at your wedding, and if so, let me know what the favours are. I love hearing about new gift ideas or personalised items that are reflective of your love that people gift to their guests. It's always fascinating to see. I saw on Instagram recently at a wedding that they were giving away mobile phones. I'm talking iPhones and other types of phones, yes. And you'd be amazed at what gets given away at weddings. They even, at this same wedding, gave away a car. It was an Audi to one of the guests. So, as I said, wedding favours can vary wildly. Do what is best for you and your pockets. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If I've missed anything out, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow for my next video. In case you're new here, this video is part of the Vlogmas series, but the information is evergreen. It's always going to be helpful, I hope. I will see you here tomorrow with another video. Bye.